Okay, as we go on with the story, that was short-lived, but it still hurt Ricardo. Nonetheless, rejected again, he said. Okay, she might have been a little young for him. She was 20. He was 37, but love knows no age. Well, in the meantime, his mom and his aunt passed away. It took him 2 years to get over that. And as far as that goes, he noticed that her next relationship, she made him shave off all his hair. Not to mention, he shaved too much hair. That was a short-lived relationship between her and that other fella. I won't mention his name. That was, but on to the aunt and the mother dying. Ricardo went through a hard time. He moved up to Iowa in the beginning. Him and Alicia, they lived together in a 5-bedroom house, 3 bathrooms, and it rained when somebody took a shower up in the top bathroom in the dining room. Alicia says it was in the living room, but the living room was not underneath. I was different. I'm not sure that Ricardo will ever live in another state. It would just be too hard. He's born and raised in Missouri, and in a little town, just south of Nevada, Missouri, and as far as that goes. Now, he moves from Iowa to a little place in Nevada, 2-bedroom house, and in the meantime, since Jewel, he met another woman by the name of Jackie, and she was married. Ricardo doesn't like to live or don't like to mess with married women for the reason I'm getting ready to tell you. She had a husband named Bobby, and Bobby was a big major player, and he would abuse her to an extent that would make me angry. That made Ricardo angry, excuse me, and it made me kind of angry too. I don't like abusive situations, but they'd have problems, and Jackie would always come to Ricardo, and Ricardo would comfort her, and he waited a little bit over 4 years for her, and then he had a miscommunication with Cody, and he pretty much told Jackie to go on because Jackie was nothing but pure poison. Now keep in mind, folks, I got to understand why my parents had always told me, don't mess with married women. The way Ricardo says, he got burnt really, really bad to the ringer. And he says, as far as he knows, Jackie and Bobby are still together. They still live in Nevada. From what I understand, she's, still living up there, and they seem to be happy. They have a woman named Nelda that lives with them, and she's badly mistreated. She's an elderly. She's disabled. But she's badly mistreated. But that's another story. Right now we're talking about Ricardo's story about women. I did a poem earlier about this last night. check out my homepage. You know, me as, you know, trained. I wrote the poem. I do poetry. And I'm thinking about starting my own page. But anyways, just get back to the story at hand. Because this is part 2. Moving on. And then Ricardo got into this stuff after he moved down to Liberal. He moved into this stuff, got into this stuff with Zach being taken and one thing and another. And that's a whole different story, as he's been trying to tell you. And anyways, he mourns, that Ricardo mourns his mom and his aunt for many, many years after that. And dealing with the Jackie thing, it just took a toll. But as I said in the video, the update video, January of this year, Cody came back into Ricardo and Alicia's lives, and they've known each other on and off the last 17 years. And Ricardo was a good support for Alicia. And, you know, they had a small relationship and it kind of went rocky. And, but all in all, that's time for another story. We're talking about Ricardo now. And right after he moved to Liberal, he met a girl named Danielle and another one named Carly. Danielle he met, and you know, it's kind of like a dream come true, because when Ricardo was 13, he seen a set of visions showing him who he was going to be with. But mind you, the lady was faceless. Okay. So tell you this, but all the pieces had started to going together. Carly was somebody Ricardo knew back in 2004, 2003. And he had a small crush on her. But Ricardo says the ship has sailed with Carly. And but Carly continues to make trouble for the family. She continues to make trouble for Alicia and Cody. Danielle, Ricardo's known for a year now. Every time he approaches her about going out, it's no, she needs time. No, she needs time. And it gets really frustrating for Ricardo, because he knows in his heart that this is the one. This is the one that God's been showing him that he's supposed to be with. And it's not happening. So I asked you, you know, is that fair to him? No. Is it fair to me? No. But see, Ricardo, you know, don't understand. Just like George, like when we told in the other story, George doesn't understand why the system doesn't like him. Ricardo doesn't understand why so many women, with him being a good guy, knowing how to treat a woman right, treating a lady with utmost standards, treating them like they're special and this and that. And Ricardo gets kicked to the curb because he's, I don't know. People don't want the real deal. People would rather have an abusive person that lies to them constantly, makes them feel good for the moment. You know, people cheat, you know, and say, you know, they didn't, and one thing and another. You know, Ricardo's been going through this for over a little over a year. Watch a lady that goes back with a person that will lead nameless, and he winds up hurting her time and time and time again. And so Ricardo gets upset and doesn't understand why the woman wants to keep going back to that certain guy, you know, that will lead nameless. But all in all, you know, and Ricardo's still waiting. I feel for him. I really, really do, because, you know, he's had all this bad luck in his life, telling women how he felt. And he says he's invested more time into this one than he has anybody else. And he hasn't chased anybody since high school. He said he wouldn't chase nobody unless the woman was worth chasing. And he says this woman is worth chasing, but he don't understand why she keeps running from him. All he asks is for a chance to be with her, a chance to let him in. It's like I was listening to the song "Wrecking Ball" by Miley Cyrus. It's kind of like what he was talking about. He came in like a wrecking ball and asking to be let in, and no go. But given that said, folks, if you're out there and you're just starting to date, don't play hard to get. It hurts people. It really, really does. You know, it really does. The stuff that Ricardo's had to go through, you know, he's had to go through constant rejections, had to go through this and that, you know. If the Lord brings you all together, give it a try. Don't just hesitate and say you need time or whatnot. Give it a try, because that person honestly loves you and needs you. But, you know, given that said, and some people are in denial that they need somebody. They're going through a hard time, and they're in denial that they might need somebody. Like I just said, I repeated that. My thing is, when you're going through a hard time, the best time to have somebody to lean on is during that time. It's nice to have someone there with you saying, that is quality, like a boyfriend or girlfriend saying, honey, it's going to be better. Honey, it's going to get better. We'll make it through it together. We'll pull through it together. But I don't know why, but some women like to tackle things alone, and it upsets me. I just don't understand it. You know. But Ricardo don't understand it either, because every time he tries, he just gets thrown to the curb, like he gets pushed away. And I feel for him. And like I said, I've had a similar time with women myself. Train is not a ladies' man, I'll tell you that. For some reason, you know. But Ricardo and Train has some similarities. They're both good guys. They know how to treat a woman right. They know, you know, they just like Alan Jackson's song, wanted. They just want a good-hearted woman. You know, what are you supposed to do, you know? But anyways, I didn't believe that I would come through this in 2 parts. I thought it would be more than that, but I pretty much come to the end. There's so much stand. Ricardo's still waiting on that woman, and I pray that he finds true happiness with her eventually, because everybody deserves to be loved, you know. It's like the Charm song. I don't know if y'all heard the Charm song, but it says everybody deserves to be loved, you know. everybody deserves it. You know? So, but to me, all the abusers, all the people that treat their woman like shit, they deserve to be alone. And that's Train's opinion, not Ricardo's. That's my total opinion when it comes to that. Anybody that beats their woman physically, or beats their woman mentally, or expects them to pay their way in life, I've got no sympathy for you. You have no business being with a gal until you learn that's not how it works. You know, and a woman shouldn't be overstressed, either, but given that said, especially when she's with somebody. When she's with somebody, she shouldn't be stressed over financial. If that other person's going to make it, or whatever, him or her living within their budget is the best way to go. But that's to go for a different story. But my thing is, the reason why I'm publishing this, or the reason why Ricardo wants it published, and I kind of agree with him, is because everybody should know about the hard life that Ricardo has had to go through. Okay, well, I'm over the 15-minute mark. You're still with me. Thank you for watching. As we talk about Ricardo and pay attention more closely to Ricardo, eventually I hope to talk about Alicia and Cody a little bit, maybe do some background about Zach. Alright, this is DJ Train for Rockin' Express Radio. It's Story Hour with Ricardo again. Everybody must love Ricardo by now. Alright, have a fine one today, a better one tomorrow. We'll be gone by back. And God bless. Remember, everybody, God loves you.